Welcome, everyone, to the Puff Drink Talk podcast. Conrad here.
Hilton.
George.
And if you stay tuned and listen to part one of this discussion, then you know what's happening. And if you didn't, I'll give you a short recap. We're catching up with our good friend George.
So, yeah.
And all of his adventures.
Yeah, we're just saying that we left Austin to NASA.
He did like a 007 kind of thing around the U.S. Is that it?
Yeah, sort of. I'm going to show you the map because I've got the map that we drove. I have the map, right? Okay. So, just to summarize part one, went to NASA, incredible. It makes you think, it makes you wonder. Then we went to New Orleans. It wasn't exactly what I expected, despite the culture, cuisine, and art. Then we went to Graceland, and I thought, I can't top that. I thought, everything Elvis Presley is the king. So we went to Graceland, Memphis, and then the same night we went to Nashville, and that's how we start here. And then I thought, oh no, I can't top that. Little did I know that Nashville is absolutely insane. Have you been to Nashville?
Look at that.
No, I haven't.
No,
I haven't been to Nashville.
Oh my God. Man, the first impression you get, like we were walking, and then it's gigantic. I think an atrium. I think it was an atrium. Like, the hell, in the middle of Nashville, gigantic, right? Man, I'm talking about, I don't know, 15 floors. It looked like 15 floors, a gigantic place, super clean. And then I walk into the Broadway, which is the main street, right?
And Broadway's famous.
Broadway. So just to get this first, this very first impression, in my back there was the NHL, the hockey, the professional team, which is the Predators.
Yes, Nashville Predators.
Nashville Predators.
Great team, by the way.
Great team, and I'm gonna say for that because I went to a game.
Oh, you did?
I went to a game.
Oh, I saw a pitch. Okay.
I went to a game on that. So right in the beginning, then I saw this gigantic, structure with a gigantic park in front, and then we get to Broadway.
Okay.
And then you have think about a Broadway, which is a Broadway, right?
Like a broad.
A Broadway,
spacious
yes. So
way.
Exactly. But then buildings like 5 to 6 floors.
Yeah.
Like one building on the side of the other, packed. Think about New York. Think about Tokyo, packed.
Really?
And music.
Wow.
Playing in absolutely every single floor or every single building. It's impossible to walk and don't listen to 10, 15 different sounds happening at the same time. All those festive cars that you have like people sitting like pedaling and biking. Yeah. We are talking about in Austin here. You see one every half an hour. There you see like every single time the traffic light was open, and you have 1, 2, 3, 5, right? And that was a Tuesday.
Oh.
That was a Tuesday. You see, just to see.
Was it spring break?
It is spring break. It is spring break. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
People visiting, maybe.
Yeah, but what? That was a Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. But it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen images of Tokyo, like when the traffic light closes, and then you have
Mobs of people.
like 100? That's exactly what happened in every single traffic light in the main street.
People crossing
6th
the
or 7th
street.
Street. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right. So just to give you an idea of the size of this, every single museum, every single singer, band, you'd say I would pay to watch. I would pay to watch it, and then it's free. Everything is free.
Country, rock. What kind of music are you talking about?
It's the birth of jazz, of blues, rock, country. Very strong country, right? So there's a Johnny Cash museum there. Anyway, so you get to the Broadway. That's the first impression I have. I have a video for that. And then you just walk 5 or 6 blocks down. There is a walkway, a bridge, and then there's a river. And on the other side of the street, of the road, of the bridge, what you have it? The Titans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 6-7 minute walk from the Titans to the Predators, and that thing, man, could be in New York, could be inside New York. That area could be. Every place you went, it doesn't matter which floor we go. it's great music, great food, safe environment. The opposite what I felt, unfortunately, in New Orleans. I felt like someone who was always trying to scam me, you know, or calling me. I don't know. Not in Nashville, man. And then you think, okay, I'm gonna spend 5 days here. I'm gonna get bored because it's just one main street. Nah, you don't get bored because every floor, like we went to John Bon Jovi's bar, like he owns the bar in there.
Yeah.
5 floors. Every floor, I think there were like every 2 floors because you know like there's a mezzanine and stuff. But every 2 floors or 3 floors, there would be a fantastic museum playing, and the rooftops. Think about 50 rooftops everywhere, and you can see people partying in all of them. You can see because you know they're all at the same level.
Yeah.
And then as far as your eyes can see, you're gonna see rooftops, people listening to music. You know, it's just like it was an incredible experience. I would say that you have to go if you have the opportunity. Go to Nashville for you can go. You can watch it probably a game, the Predators game in a day, and then you can watch it the Titans 3 days from there.
Yeah.
It's a $2.2 billion stadium.
The new one.
You're
You're talking about the new one that they're building? Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the renderings and pictures of it.
Man, and also brunches and breakfasts are ridiculous. It's worth the price. It was awesome. It was an awesome experience. And we went to the hockey game.
How was that?
Better than any NBA game I've ever had in terms of experience.
Yeah. Is it your first hockey game?
Yes. No, it was my first professional hockey,
hockey
which is
game.
absolutely
Okay.
a different game.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
They move at speeds that it is.
It's a ballet.
Yeah.
I watched college, but I think
it's an opera.
professional is different.
It's an opera.
Yeah.
It's an opera. The timing and always the Hail Marys at the end. Like they throw the goalkeepers and everyone go there. And the evacuation was done in 5 minutes. State of art. It is worth every penny. So if you go to Nashville, try to go there when the Predators are playing there because, man, if you'll enjoy music, art, sports, a feel of New York, but in the south of the U.S.
Yeah.
I would see. You don't have to go. You don't have to go to New York. Just go to Nashville. You're gonna be better off.
They're in 9th place over there.
Yes,
They're in
they
ninth
lost the
place.
game that we
Yeah.
watched it. 3 games in a row, I think.
Yeah, that's.
San Jose Sharks are doing all right.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Conrad here decided to see what the NHL league.
NHL, yeah.
The NHL.
NHL.
I was just curious because the NHL playoffs are coming up. I didn't know how well the Predators are.
They're
playing.
doing well. Look at it. Look at it. They lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Put that up on the screen now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're in 9th place in the Western Conference.
So 75 games, 35 wins. They lost 40 though.
Yeah.
They have 79 points.
Probably were in 8th place. Now they are. Yeah.
Dallas Stars are in 2nd. That means
Yeah.
the Austin Stars here in Cedar Park are playing really well. Probably. Usually when the professional team are playing well, their farm team are playing well too.
All right.
Because they feed the players into it.
Safely, yeah.
What
exactly.
kind of league is that? The one from Cedar Park. What? Because this
It's
is
called the AFL.
AFL.
The no, yeah, AHL.
AHL.
I think so. American Hockey League.
Okay.
Uh,
Which is to be a second division, would say.
yes, exactly. Like you have your Gramios, and then you have Gramio 2, Gramio 3, and stuff like that. That
Okay,
they play.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And then if you graduate, you get up to the next team, and etc. So, or it's same with baseball. If you get hurt and you're recovering, you go down to
G
the,
League
you go down
for
to the G
NBA.
League,
Yeah.
and then you get your reps back in, you start feeling better, then you go back, you get called back up to the, to the professional teams, just to keep warm.
So, if you really enjoy country, pop, and rock, you have to go there. Like each performer is different. Man, it's just one thing that you would really enjoy is that once you're there speaking with the locals, they explain that all sound systems are top notch in everywhere. Man, the quality, the video qualities, they know how big they are. You know, like the owners, they know. And come on, Kid Rock owns a bar. Then we went to the Kid Rock's bar. You can tell the whole structure, man. You can tell that he's involved with that. John Bon Jovi is also involved.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton also is involved. Dolly Parton is a goddess there, you know, like he's a goddess.
I love Dolly Parton too.
Yeah. You're gonna watch
Dolly
her.
World is close outside of Nashville.
Yes, it's and we didn't go, but we plan to go there next time.
Yeah.
Tamita said next time. So, buddy, if you really enjoy going, if you want a different destination, book 4 or 5 days in Nashville. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
And then Tamiris drove our way back here. And we stopped in Hot Springs, which is Bill Clinton's home.
Arkansas.
Yeah, you know, he was born in Hot Springs.
Yeah.
And Hot Springs also was well known for another important character in history. They used to go there quite often. Al Capone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
do you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
I know that. Well, and that's how bootlegging really got popular.
Exactly.
And especially through that Tennessee, Arkansas, outside of Texas, moonshine
Yes.
got super popular. That's why Mountain Dew was invented. It was that was their way of hiding whiskey and running moonshine, and yeah.
But such a charming city.
I've
That's
heard
why
no-
Al Capone was in there then, because of
Yeah.
that's what they did, right?
Yeah.
They sold alcohol through.
was the original
the
gangster.
dry, yeah.
And he would go to the baths, like all the,
Yes.
because of it's a hot spray, So they have you clearly have
So
like,
it has natural spring hot
Yes.
water kind of thing.
coming there. Yeah,
And I've heard nothing but great things about Arkansas.
it's excellent. Everything was clean. It gave me the feels, that countryside of France feels. Unbelievably, I know it's crazy because it's the most American thing possible.
Yeah.
But it gave me the sensation you can walk at any time. It's super safe. Of course, it was just like a couple. This city is bigger than it looks like. Just the main city downtown, The architecture, like 250, 300 year old, 300 year old
Yeah.
buildings. It's specific architect from the hospital, the church, and using the same kind of stone. It's mandatory. I would say that if you go to that area, go through Hot Springs, Arkansas. There are other cities, of course. Other cities there, like Lafayetteville. There are many.
Rock. Little Rock.
Little Rock,
Yeah.
It's a state I think it's a very underrated state.
They have a Round Rock in,
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
but they have a Round Rock as well.
Do they?
Very close to the border, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so. I could be mistaken.
Oh,
But I remember there was like another city that's called Round Rock, but it's not Texas, and I think it is Arkansas or on the border of.
So, one curious thing about the baths.
Not sure
there,
though.
Okay.
Yeah, Round Rock.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is like
Round Rock, Texas.
like a tour kind of thing. No, it's not
Round
that.
Rock,
That's not it.
Okay.
So maybe Round Rock's only here.
I think there's Round Top or Rock Top or something like that. They name a lot of their places after rocks.
It wouldn't
Arkansas.
surprise me if,
Yeah.
if there are 5 other Round Rocks, because it's like nature thing.
it's just a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, I'll tell you a good thing, interesting thing to see is like half of because it goes. I don't know if you know that, but Hot Springs is inside a national park.
Yes.
One of the reasons why we stopped there because
Yes.
we are chasing all the national parks. you
Oh,
know?
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's why we are going. We went there, and the whole feel, it gave me you can tell that the whole city also breathes and understands the spirit of this, of the region. Keep it the way it is, and you see. I will show you pictures later. You see the city growing. You see like this, the rocks, the stones being broken like straight from the mountains. I've never seen like so much like the city invading the nature. That contrast, I will show it. I don't even know how to describe that. They were like cutting this gigantic mountain. You could see that cut in half, right? I don't know, like half a block from the main street.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
I will show you this, like the whole thing, it look straight, like it's a wall, like a gigantic wall being cut. Like a laser went there and cut that part of the mountain.
Did you make it to Bentonville?
Bentonville is a city?
Yes.
No,
it's the headquarters of Walmart.
No, but I know it's there because we have friends we have people we know that live there. Like, we were like, people are in Arkansas. What are they doing in North Arkansas? Man, I changed my mind. I think I would say that after Nashville, Hot Springs got my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole experience, it was fantastic. And then they divided all these baths, right? The baths. They divided in an old style, traditional style, and the new ones. We went to the old ones, like 150-year-old. Even the method was, they kept the method the way it was during Capone's time.
Yeah.
It was an excellent experience.
Oh,
then we
cool.
drove to Dallas, and then we got back to Austin. It was 2,000 miles. We drove for 2,000 miles. We didn't feel that. And Tamires drove the whole time.
Really?
Because I can't drive.
Oh, good for
That's
her.
cool.
Yeah.
And you had a couple friends with you.
Oh, yeah. When we drove to Nashville, they drove 50-50. Tamires drove 50-50 with him.
Okay.
And then when she drove the whole... I said, you're graduated now, because she learned how to drive here in U.S.
Well, and
Yeah.
she didn't learn just how to drive anything. She drove a big truck.
Yes. And
So
man,
that's a huge accomplishment.
and I respect the way she drives, and she's a better driver than I am. I mean, she's an excellent driver, very careful, understand all the resources she has in the car.
Yeah.
And it's great to travel that way because we had a fridge, and we have a mini generator. So we can always stop, have to drink coffee, to cook, or to even, I don't know, if you want to camp, we can camp.
So my neighbor at our old house, he would go up to just outside of Texas into Arkansas. I think another like 45 minutes to an hour outside of Texas. But up in kind of the countryside, there's a famous mountain biking park there. And you literally camp at your campsite, and then you turn around and the bike paths take you hundreds of miles into the forest, up mountains. They've just excavated this whole thing. There's little country stores that are, placed throughout the, out the park. So if you want to go grab a beer, you want to go get groceries or something, you just go hop on your bike, you go ride into the country store, go grab your groceries, and then ride back to your campsite. So.
But what about wildlife? It's like mountain lions or bears. Is there anything like that around?
Oh,
or
yeah.
No?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It comes with the territory.
Hey, man.
You gotta know you're
You
about.
live in America. You bring your gun with you, man.
You gotta get protected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you see why.
Yeah.
Now we see why. I don't know, man. When you live in a city, like things change. I think in a big city and things change. Like it's more predictable. I think there should be in big cities. There should be. I would say. I don't want to use the word control because that's not what I want to do, but I think there should be more checks and balances. There should be more training. There should be, in order to wear a gun. In a big city, especially downtown areas. You see, so if you're protecting your people, the police is doing their jobs. I think you should be able to carry, but there should be more restrict. Not new laws, but make sure the laws that are effective right now they are followed. They are followed. Because, and come on, here in Round Rock we had I think a tiger like 4 years ago.
It was a mountain lion.
Mountain lion.
Yeah, I remember a
He
little
came
bit.
from Mexico. He was here in Round Rock.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Damn.
I remember cutting my hair, and then the lady was like, "These mountain lions are like on my backyard, and they're gonna get my dogs." And that's what she was afraid of.
So, I totally understand. When it's more unpredictable, but in a big city like New York, it's so predictable. The laws there are more restrict towards guns, right? Not towards other things, but towards guns for sure.
Well,
they restrict.
And honestly, I would feel a lot more safe if it was the rules and the laws for owning guns were strict and harder, but the penalty for not going to these classes, not obtaining the licenses, not having a gun illegally or whatnot, were a lot stricter.
Yes.
If you have a gun and you didn't take the course, 5 years prison, no questions asked. If you're using it illegally, if it's an illegal gun and you haven't done it, 15, 20 years, no questions asked. As soon as you are strict and tough with, these type of laws, boom, then you solve it. Everyone starts going like, well, I don't want that to happen to me. I'm going to take this course. I'm going to, as soon as you start becoming lenient on laws, everyone just goes, I don't give a shit.
Yes.
I'm going to get a slap on the wrist and someone, some judge is going to be like,
But there
take
are
a community course.
the other side is also like, if you start restricting, they find ways of adding more things to it, and then they take guns away. That's
Right.
That's the other thing that people say, like, don't mess with what that is in place right now. That's the argument.
Right, that is the argument, but to the counterpoint, and I'm saying is just don't take away, implement a little bit more structure of owning guns, and if you get caught of owning a gun that you haven't properly attained or you don't have a license for or whatever the rules are, it's severe. It's severe. Like I said, minimum 5 years in prison, and then if you're using it improperly or whatever,
The problem
20 years.
is,
Boom,
Yeah.
the
done.
problem is the opinions are so intoxicated for these extremes that it's hard to get into minimum consensus, minimum compromise. It seems like if you compromise for a good cause, it's bad because you're compromising, you're breaking. It seems like everything is, extremely. You can't move from that point. You can't deviate, one thought from that group or from that group. And that's why it's so hard to get into this, because a bipartisan decision. I'm sure everyone wants what you said.
Right.
Everyone really wants that. You want to be. You see, if you don't have your gun, come on. There is an expiration date. Everybody respect that. If I respect that, you respect that. If you don't respect, that's their law.
Yeah.
All the arguments is like the criminal is a criminal and they're not going to respect it anyway. So making it a little bit more difficult on the good human being. I don't want to get into that debate on guns.
Right. Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
Because
That's
I don't
a
even
whole
understand.
episode.
I don't even understand that. So
Yeah.
No, I know.
well, we got a wrap.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for joining us for part 2 of this amazing trip.
It was
I
amazing.
felt like I was there with
2,000
you.
miles, man.
George's Adventures.
Yes, so cool, man. Yeah.
And if you're listening to part 2, rewind, go back and find part 1 because we talked about a lot of interesting stuff and a lot of adventures that took place on part 1 of that episode.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
Such a good adventure. It needs a 2-part series.
Yes.
Two-part
Oh my
podcast.
God. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
That was fun.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Have a great rest of your week. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, listen to us on Spotify, or watch our beautiful faces talk and discuss things here on YouTube.
Exactly.
Bye-bye.